Thanks for joining us. We are live at 5 and ready to get your thoughts on the stories we have for you today. We have a good one, but before we jump into it, let's go ahead and get you guys to give us a subscribe on our YouTube channel and a like on Facebook if you want to get in on the conversation. That's where we post the stories every day that we're going to be talking about. Let's kick it off. I'm here with Caitlin Ross and Jennifer Bellamy. Jennifer, you found a really interesting story out there today.
I know, a lot of people talking about this one online. So Monopoly's coming out with a new game. It's called Miss Monopoly, and it's taking on the gender pay gap. So some of the new things that come along with the game are that women will get more money to start the game than the guys. And also, when you pass go, you usually get $200.
Yeah.
Women will get more money there than the men. And another thing, instead of investing in real estate, you'll be putting money in inventions and innovations from women. So those are some of the twists going on with the game. And a lot of people are having some mixed emotions. Some saying girl power, and some like,
Yeah, I like it.
You're here for it?
I'm all about it. I saw it. I thought that's great. Why not? I think it turns the conversation on its head, and it gives people something to talk about. If you're playing with your family, it's a good conversation starter. Whether you agree with it or disagree with it, it opens the door for an important conversation that I think we need to be having, especially with young women as they're going into the workplace. I think this is a good way to start that conversation.
I do also think, think about it, family game night is always very competitive, right? So if you're going to have a hot topic discussion about something like the pay gap as it relates to gender, then I think this is a good place to have the discussion because you already are sort of like in battle mode. Yeah. And maybe it's fun, but also brings in a different perspective, sort of like you're sliding in the conversation because maybe it's not a topic that people really take head on. So I think it's a good way just to sort of ease it on in there.
Especially at a young age. If you're starting out with your young girls, this is a good way to kind of have them be cognizant of this issue at an early age to be able to look for these types of things that are going on in life. And for the young men, anytime there's a majority group, you may not think about the other side. And so this forces those young men to have to say, hey, this is maybe what my sister or my mom had to face and deal with. And so that might kind of get their minds going a little bit differently as well, too.
Not everybody is here for it. I posted this
on
my
at all.
Facebook
Let's
page,
be clear, no.
And people were upset about this. I want to show one of the comments here. Kelly, good grief. The Monopoly board is an even playing field for everyone. And she makes a point here. Unless you're an older sibling trying to take advantage of your younger sibling, what's the point? Are they just trying to stir the pot? I'm very disappointed in Hasbro. And so the point she's making there, I think, in them stirring the pot, they probably knew this was going to get a lot of attention.
Yeah, for sure.
Of course.
I think that's the point. And on the flip side, we're all women, so we probably like it, which she was a woman. She did not like it. But if you feel like you've been in that situation and maybe you couldn't talk about it or you didn't feel comfortable talking about it, I think a game of Monopoly would definitely be a place where you can, jump into that conversation. Or maybe if you weren't getting paid equally in the real world, you can get on the board game.
Right? You can definitely get on the board
Exactly.
game. And this isn't the first time they've done this. Last year, they actually did Millennial Monopoly, which I thought was kind of hilarious.
Yeah.
And a couple years ago, I bought my husband Penn State Monopoly.
You got to keep it fresh.
Which, yes,
Yeah.
he was really, really into.
Yeah,
so
legendary game.
Exactly.
Keep freshening it up.
And I read an interview with the woman who helped design the game, and she said one of the new pieces that they're putting on the board is actually a watch, and she said that stands for it's time to change.
All right.
So there's a deeper meaning in there.
That one.
Right? Exactly. I like it, but we definitely want to know what you think about this one. I know some people love it or hate it. There's really no in between here. So leave your comments below, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. We post every single day of the week. If you want to get in on the show, follow us on social media to get your comments on. For now, we'll see you tomorrow. There was also, they did a white hat, which I guess is supposed to symbolize Monopoly